Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Lane Cryptid Encounters here. I wanted to bring this footage to you. This was recorded back during the summer. These little, the Hobbit sasquatches that were a part of that main tribe that comes through my property there. They were caught out in the open. They took off running from me. So I went to recording, and they tried to blend in. Um, After they got out of my line of sight, they just froze still in the woods and just hopefully that I would just uh, pan over them with the light and I wouldn't catch them is what they were hoping. But I spotted them out and I held the spotlight on them, and which you'll see him, he's standing real still here. This is the back side of him. I'm gonna go to markup and I'm gonna show you. Okay, so you got the one Sasquatch right here. You see his eye. There's his mouth. Alright, like that. Um, and then down here, you can see his leg right here. You see his heel. See his toes right like that. He's got his foot ready to run, I reckon. But right here is you got a little Sasquatch attached to his skin here, holding on. Uh, I don't know if it's a kid or what, one of its children or a relative or whatever, but they're latching onto him, and he's just sitting there while I got the light on him. He's hoping that I'll just leave him alone. But check him out. It's pretty good footage. And you can see their hair. They blend in so well. They'll get up against a fallen tree or a tree stump, and they'll just stand real still, and they just start to blend right in, man. It's unbelievable. It really is. And you see that little Sasquatch right there. I'm not so sure this ain't a tail. I think he's got a tail, a little tail. And that Sasquatch is underneath the tail. His head's underneath the tail. That's what I think's going on there. Um, I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. But check him out. Just a little guy. He's probably only 3 foot tall. And his hair is so matted and scraggly looking. Unbelievable. And his ears, it looks like he's got, uh, it looks like he might have a Sasquatch on his back right here. I'm thinking that's a Sasquatch laying there on his back. It's just blending in so well and you can't really tell, but it's straddling across his back like that. I'm not real sure, but usually they usually all have a relative or a child on their back. It seems that every time you see one of these beings, they got little ones hanging on them all over them. But yeah, check him out. I'm going to do a little bit of enhancement and see if I can get a little more detail to come out. But I got him cornered pretty much. I didn't go near him. I just left him be. Uh, I didn't want to provoke him or anything or scare him, and because you know when you're blasting them with that big bright light you put on them and stuff, it probably makes them feel uncomfortable. And the young babies, it probably causes them PTSD or whatever, you know. It's hard to tell. But I'd say that it probably does traumatize them. But yeah, look at that. Look at his fur. Look at his face. Side view. There's another Sasquatch right out in front of him. Check her out. Okay, let me go back to mark up here real quick. At first I just thought that was a shadow, but this is a darker Sasquatch right here with his face. Most likely it's a female. Like that. There's her nose. Looking up. At first I just thought it was his head though in the shadow, but that ain't. Look at the hair. You can even see the hair. Look at that. And that little female's got a baby on top of her head right there. You can see his eyes and his nose looking back at me. But yeah, you could see the fringe in her hair and everything. It's good footage. Amazing. Pretty amazing. They blend so well. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I'd like to welcome all my new members. Peace.